Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ben from Neck Deep, and you're watching AMBY.
Hey everyone, it's Alicia from AMBY, and I'd like to welcome you to our interview with Ben from Neck Deep. How are ya?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, pretty cold. Well, warmer now I'm on here, but
yeah.
All good, all good.
Were you surprised when you crossed through just how cold it was here in Toronto?
I was kind of expecting it in a way. Like, I know that the first few weeks of this tour are going to be bitter cold, but we move on to California and the South of America. Like, well, not South America, but the southern states of the U.S., so that'll be fun. That'll be fine. I'll get to skate and I'll get to put some shorts on and it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But, you know, being from the UK, we're kind of used to it. It doesn't get this cold, I don't think, but we're used to shit weather, so, like, whatever. You know what I mean? We can make do with pretty much anything.
Well, it's weird because we were actually having a fantastic winter. It was like spring.
I heard, yeah.
So, yeah.
And then we came and we bought all the cold.
Exactly.
Yeah, our cold hearts just froze the entire country. That's probably what it is. We're just cold people. It's like, as soon as we crossed the border, the whole country just felt it. Like, damn, there's a presence here. And it was us, yeah. And then it snowed and everyone got all bummed out, so.
Yeah. Well, going back to Just Warm for a second, last summer you actually dropped your second record, Life's Not Out to Get You.
Yes, yeah.
What has been one of the coolest things to happen to Neck Deep since it dropped?
I'm not too sure because it all kind of just happened in quite a flurry, you know. We put the album out. We got the top 10 UK record. That was sick. Played main stage, Reading and Leeds, pretty much like the same week that it came out. And since then, it's just been you know, well, we've been on this world tour, obviously, so we've played a bunch of places we never played before. And we got to play some of the biggest headline shows we ever played in the UK, so like that was a good experience. No, like we played some venues that, you know, I used to go to as a kid a lot, like Manchester Academy, that kind of thing. You know, sold it out in front of all our friends and family and stuff, and just had a really, really good show. And I think that was one of the coolest moments. But I think the album has done a lot of that for us. I think the album has allowed us to kind of sell out those rooms and stuff because I feel like we just wrote a good album. You know what I mean? Like every song goes down well live. And people just tell us that, yeah, it's their favorite of our discography. So that's kind of, you know, what you always hope to do with a new album is kind of make it the biggest and best version. Yeah, of course, you always want to step it up, and I feel like we really, really did step up on this album. So, yeah, I mean, things have just been a breeze. You know, we haven't had to deal with the struggle of an unsuccessful album, which is something we never want to do, but, you know, quite the opposite, in fact. So, it's been cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you, yeah.
A track that I'm really, really digging right now would have to be Smoothies, Don't Make
Good Sailors. Yeah.
I really just connect with the lyrics. It's almost like a coming-of-age song in a way.
For sure.
Is that the perspective you wrote it from?
Kind of. When I first heard it, like, just generally, just, like, without vocals or anything, before I wrote vocals to it, I think that was one of the first choruses I wrote on the album, actually, but straight away it reminded me of, like, credits rolling at the end of a movie kind of thing, like, and it just had that kind of vibe to it, and I felt like it was a nice, like, closing kind of sentiment to it. It just had that nice, like, kind of an ending kind of vibe to it, like a nice, like, send-off, because it comes towards the end of the album. It's not quite the final track, but it has that, you know, those ending kind of vibes, and, you know, yeah, you kind of want to put out a strong message with a song like that, and yeah, luckily kind of nailed it. But yeah, definitely, if it's a coming-of-age song, that's awesome. I was thinking, you know, I could probably imagine that track on, like, some cheesy teen movie or something, you know what I mean? Like, that would be sweet, just like at the end as the credits roll. So, yeah, I would say that's fair to say. It's pretty sick.
Awesome.
One of my favorite songs on the record, actually, to be fair. Yeah,
oh, cool. Well, something I really dig is how you had the ultimate pillow fight in the video for Kalima.
Yeah.
What was it like shooting that?
Well, that whole video really was quite an interesting one because we were meant to release a video for another song, but it kind of got pushed back because we were trying to make the video work and stuff. So we had to release a song on that day because that's just how, like, scheduled releases for things tend to go. And we were like, oh, what could we possibly do? Like, what is it, you know? And luckily we had a couple of video guys out with us. State Champs video guy Elliot has, you know, had a lot of experience shooting videos, and we were just like, okay, we're in Melbourne, we have a day off, let's just go out and shoot whatever we can think of. Let's go out and shoot. And I think we shot the whole thing in 4 hours.
Really?
Yeah, it was really just like,
That's
just went out one morning and just like, cool, we'll shoot here, we'll shoot here, we'll shoot here.
It really looked like you were just having fun, like just roaming around.
Yeah, we got to explore Melbourne a little bit, but the pillow fight thing happened where we were just like, okay, we needed something extra for this video, let's go to the hotel room, we'll have a pillow fight. Oh my god, the amount of pillows that are in the amount of feathers in 4 pillows.
That was only 4 pillows?
4 pillows, and you would think it was about 10. It was awful. I think I know what a ton of feathers looks like now. It was literally like ankle deep, just the whole entire like hotel room. Like, you could not see the floor. It took us forever to clean up. And then I did a front flip in between 2 beds and just smashed my head straight on the wall.
You didn't land that?
No, oh no, I put my knee through the wall as well, and that was great. And then
I think you can see the jump in the video.
But we had three cameras on it, and no one caught it just right. But I had I still kind of have a little mark on my head from where I did it.
You are a little red there.
Yeah, legit. Like, it was a big old graze on my head, but no, it was funny. We laughed it off straight away. There was a big hole in the wall though. That kind of sucked. But Elliot went out the day before we left and bought like a really cheap like plastering kit and just like tried to cover it up. So yeah, I don't think they found out about it either. They didn't hit us up or charge us anything. So I think we're good.
So for the record, you actually released 6 different covers for your beautifully splattered vinyl.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where did that idea come from to actually work with an artist? Not because you don't see many bands actually putting in that much of a commitment. So where did that come from?
I think it was just because, like, as a band, like, certain members are like pretty heavy into collecting things generally. Wes collects a lot of toys. I know Phil collects a lot of like artwork, like various like framed artworks and stuff. I don't tend to collect things. I tend to just see things that I like and buy them and kind of keep them in good condition, but I don't like have a collection per se. I mean, tattoos, I guess, are kind of a collection, but on the whole, as a band, we're kind of into the idea of collectability, and we wanted to do something like for our fans to say that, okay, look, here are 6 limited vinyl sleeves for you guys, like 6 limited like alternative covers. And for any collectors out there, then yeah, see if you can track down all 6, or it would also kind of give more incentive to be like, hey, look, this is a limited thing that we're only doing for this week on Warped Tour. If you want to get it, then here it is. But yeah, mainly the idea of collectability, and I have seen a few people who have got all 6 and like the different variations of the record and stuff, and we just like to see that, you know, like, and I know a lot of fans want that as well. They want to be able to collect things, and they want to be able to say like, I have this first pressing of this record in, you know, and the vinyl is this color, and then I have this other variation where it's this color, and I have this one where, you know, this alternative cover, and blah blah blah. So it's really just to try and make it collectible. So.
The more I looked at the cover and was kind of trying to figure out what it was, they actually correlate to a lot of the lyrics.
Oh yeah, for
going
sure.
on. I didn't know that at first.
That was completely unintentional though, in terms of like the artwork that he came back with. Just so much. He hadn't heard the record. He hadn't heard any of the lyrics. We were still writing a bunch of it, and the stuff that he came back with was like, oh, whoa.
Just
like,
a big coincidence?
Yeah, just a big coincidence. Like, he put the snake in there for like serpents and stuff, like the glass of wine, like Heal My Wounds with Love and Wine. Just the idea of being on like a journey kind of thing. Like, I feel like that is kind of a theme throughout the record, and he kind of just nailed it. Like, he came back with it, and we were like, yes, instantly. Like, maybe there was 1 or 2 little tweaks I think we asked him to change, but other than that, it's like, it was spot on. So yeah, that was really down to just the guy's name is Ricardo Carvalho. He's from Spain, but he is just a generally really, really, really talented artist. Like, he's done murals, books, tattoos and stuff. He's done all sorts. Like, he's a crazy good artist. So yeah, we were just stoked to work with him. I saw his work a long time ago, and I instantly kind of thought like, yes, he'd be great for album artwork. I think he has books out in Urban Outfitters at the minute.
Really?
Yeah, like 101 artists you need to listen to before you die, and then he has like 101 something else you need to see before you die, but it's all his illustration and like all his favorite music and stuff. Really cool dude. Generally worth checking out. Yeah.
We also worked on the comic book with you too for the album.
Yeah, so. Yeah. So we came up with a story behind the record, like behind the album cover, and he pieced it together and kind of gave a vague outline for a story, and then I kind of just put words to it. And yeah, that's kind of just how it worked. But again, we're all kind of nerdy. West more so than the rest of us. But you know. We're not hugely into comic books, but I guess like comic book culture and the idea of having a story to go alongside the album artwork was an idea that we kind of wanted to play with for a while, and just to be able to make it happen was kind of sick. And you know, I've always wanted to try my hand at a bunch of other forms of writing. Generally, you know, I'd love to write for the screen or for books or, you know, anything, and just putting words to anything is a lot of fun, I find. So it was a nice challenge for me to try and put some words to a story for once. So yeah.
Well, being that you actually dove into a comic book, just one quick question about that.
Okay.
Favorite superhero?
Favorite superhero? See, I'm not a huge superhero fan, because I think all the good ones, all the ones that people like, I find aren't really superheroes. They're just rich dudes
like Batman.
They're just rich dudes with too much money and, you know, probably paid for a few too many karate lessons. Like, that's how I feel like it. I feel like it is truly like just, you know, Batman, just a rich dude, just a rich weird guy. Iron Man, just a rich guy. He's got that thing, but I don't really think it makes him special. So in my opinion, the best superheroes are the ones with actual superpowers, i.e. like Spider-Man, or Superman is kind of cool, but he's just too good. I would honestly say Spider-Man, and I know everyone's gonna think I'm lame, but at least he has like superpowers, you know.
I don't think you're lame, because if you take a look at my ring right there, it's
Is
a
that Spider-
hologram Spider-Man.
Oh, there we
so
go.
I'm totally on board with you.
There you go.
You've pretty much been touring nonstop since August and summer when you released the album.
Yeah.
So what's next on the music front? Have you been writing on the road?
Yeah, a little bit, you know. I think any musician who kind of takes himself seriously is always going to want to be writing. I don't think anyone, like, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's just having ideas in your head and just saying, hey, I want to be doing this, or like, even if it's just getting inspiration from various sources, you know. So yeah, we have been writing a little bit already. I mean, if anything, it's more just kind of feeling out at this point, just seeing what comes out when we all get in a room. But yeah, we're already looking ahead to it. We're already kind of thinking, you know, next record. It's a long way off, but
Yeah.
we're always thinking about releasing, you know, new music. And I think that's the most important thing as a band, is to be constantly thinking about it and to want to put out like consistently good records. I think that's the main thing, and that's what's going to keep your band kind of afloat, you know. So yeah. Maybe after this year of touring, when we have some downtime, I think we're all going to try and get together and write some stuff, but that's a little while off yet, so we're just focused on being on the road at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then now you're actually on the world tour.
Yeah.
With the awesome guys from State Champs.
Yeah.
How did you enjoy Montreal last night?
Yeah, it was sick. It was great. I know Montreal, from what people tell me, can be a little hit or miss, but didn't notice whatsoever. Like, it was sick. Yeah, I think there was like 500, 600 kids in there yesterday. And yeah, show was great. Usually first day, well, I mean, we've been on the world tour for a couple of weeks now, so it's not really the first day, but the first day of the, you know, Canada-US leg of the tour. First day usually is full of technical difficulties, you know, everyone's kind of just feeling it out and getting back into the flow of things, but it was fine. Like, actually, like, really, really flawless, kind of just like we, you know, well, to be fair, we're in full swing at the minute. We came into this tour in full swing, so if anything would have gone wrong, it would have been a big surprise, but no, it was good. It was really cool.
One of my staffers recently caught your show over in Glasgow, and they would not stop raving just about how fantastic it was. And one thing you did near the end of the actual set is you looked at the crowd and you asked them to lift up any lighting device that they had to sing along with you and kind of just champion this moment together.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on people actually having tablets or having phones at shows?
I mean, I think it can take away from the show a little bit if you're constantly just on your phone and like taking pictures and videos and stuff. Like, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't been to a show and taken a video or two of like a song that really meant something to me. Like, I fully get that, like, you know, you want to capture the moment, but I feel like I see some kids and they're just on their phone the whole time, and it's like, yo, it's literally there. Like, take your eyes away from the fucking screen and look at what's going on in front of you. And like, if anything, I think that's a good tactic for us to get those kids to waste their battery a bit. You know what I mean? Like, put your torches in the air. Like, let that battery run down, and maybe for the whoever's playing after us, you might actually focus on the show. Like, that's the thing. Like, especially like, say you go to a show and you spend the whole time looking at your phone. Like, you're gonna it's not going to be the same experience because you're just going to be focused on, oh, I need to get this video, rather than actually focusing on what's going on. And yeah, I feel like you should just be down in the pit. You should just be enjoying yourself. You should be moving around, jumping around, and just get off your phone. Just get off your phone. You know, you have that day. You have that day once in a year, maybe twice in a year, that you get to see your favorite band. And like, what's the point if you're just on your phone the whole time? You can go home and be on your phone in like an hour. Just put it down. People just need to put their fucking phones down in general. I said that as
everyone
he's
has
on
their
his fucking
phones
phone.
out.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, like, phones are great, and I'm sure no one in this modern world is gonna live without a phone. Like, that's just how it is. Like, I definitely couldn't live without mine. You know, I need it for various things. But at a show, you know what I mean, that's something where it's like, it's very much in that room, and you have to be very much involved in that scenario. And I feel like it just kind of is harder to do that, and it kind of takes away from it if someone is just constantly on their phone. So yeah.
And how many people actually go back and look at their gallery and watch these shitty videos?
Exactly, yeah. They might have the one video out of like 10 where the other 10 are just like and just like getting
just
fucking
like
knocked around and just like, you know, so many pictures and half of them are just so blurry, and it's like, okay, you were there. Like,
Yeah.
people know you went. Like, it's fine. Like, it's easy. Just like, okay, you've got one video, you got a couple of pictures, now put it away and just get on with the show and just enjoy it and just be in that kind of moment and just think, man, I'm stoked on the vibe in this room, not now. Like, rather than like, oh man, I hope this video comes out good. Like, yeah.
I totally agree. So
Yeah.
I came across this video that I really, really loved that you did, was where you're actually teaching some curse words in Welsh. So funny.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading those off my phone again. Like, my Welsh really isn't great by any means. But yeah, that was funny. A bunch of my friends at home have actually said, like, that was hilarious. Like, they loved it. Like, I've got a few friends that speak fluent Welsh, and they said, like, I didn't even know what the fuck you were saying then. Like, I said something like, tits like the mountain of Snowdon, and they were just like, what on earth? Like, no, never heard that ever. So, yeah. Whatever source I got that from for that interview. Yeah.
They need to wipe that off the internet.
Yeah. No, they need to spread it around the internet. We should make it clickbait. We should find out. We should get it out to as many people as we can. So, yeah.
Well, aside of just the Welsh insults, what would you say is actually your favorite one to use?
My favorite insult. Fuck. We have a lot of words that don't mean anything to anyone else, but within our band mean a lot. Doyle is one. Quince. Syrup. Gimp. Dickhead is a standard one. Just knobhead, yeah.
Is Doyle just kind
Doyle,
of like
Doyle is just like you're
you're
an idiot. Just you're a Doyle. Like, what are you doing, you fucking Doyle?
I like that.
Yeah, Doyle's a solid one. Gimp is a good one as well. You fucking gimp.
That's more common though. I haven't heard Doyle ever.
Gimp, yeah, Doyle is a strange one. Syrup is a strange one as well. That's an odd one. But generally, there's a whole. I could probably do a whole video of like neck deep vocabulary, rather than just like Welsh vocabulary. Like, yeah, there's some weird ones in there for sure. Yeah.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Maybe.
We'd be here for a few hours otherwise, I think.
Well, just to wrap everything up today, anything you want to say to all of those fans who will be viewing the interview?
Yeah, just, I know it sounds pretty cliche, but just thank you very much for checking us out, for listening to our music, coming to shows, buying merch, all that. Like, it's cliche, but we actually couldn't do it without you. It's a two-way thing, so yeah, thank you very much. Just keep supporting, and we'll keep writing music, keep playing shows, and hopefully see you at a show one day.
Awesome, and just thank you so much for your time today.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm just playing video games, so it's fine.
Favorite video game? Last question.
Okay, favorite video game?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Probably be hard to say. I think a favorite series would probably be Tony Hawk, because that's kind of what got me into playing video games.
Such good soundtracks too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, great soundtracks. Really, Super Mario was one of the first games I played, so it could be any Super Mario game. Favorite game I played recently was probably Fallout 4, though. Yeah, I finished that just the other day, so... Yeah, now it's just FIFA. Now I'm just playing FIFA. So, yeah, it's not really a game. That's just me trying to live out my dreams as a failed footballer.
That's a perfect note to end on.
Yeah.
Thank you. And to everyone viewing, remember you can visit us at amusicblog.com for all exclusive interviews, features, videos, and so much more with your favorite bands. We will see you next time.
Yeah.